everybody, welcome back to J or Budget's Cash Stuffing. This is July week 4 for me, so July is a 5-week month, and yeah, I'm gonna get cracking. So I'm recording this a little bit ahead of time, so I'm recording this on Friday, but the dates I've put into the binder are for Sunday because I am going away the weekend. In the morning, I'm going to Manchester for an overnight, so I have a little bit of extra money left over, but I'm not going to actually restuff it. I'm gonna bring it with me to Manchester just in case I need it. So I'm stuffing my usual, so a €5 in coin, and then excuse me, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1. So that's 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 70 and 50 is 220, 240, 260. I mean, I thought I had more to stuff than that this week, but let's just go and see where I go. Oh, I do. I know where the money came from. I had to get some change, and there's the 20 that I was supposed to add in there. Because I took money out of haircut, because I got a haircut during the week, and I basically took €50 out, because the ATM didn't have what's the word I'm looking for? It was in my wallet. The ATM didn't have 20, so I had to take out a 50. But yeah, anyway, let's go. Let's get cracking and let's see what we are doing in the sinking funds binder this week. So in technology this week, technology is going to get a fiver, so that should have 300 quid. Hello. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. My phone obviously did something, but I hope it's still recording. Hello. Sorry, technology should have 300 quid. So 5, 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, 200, 300, and it does. So that has 300 quid. It looks like it's still recording, so I really hope it is. Eating out is also going to get a fiver, I think. So I should have 135. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, and 100. So 135, which is correct. Health is also actually going to get some money this week. I did make an appointment for during the week to finish off that set of travel vaccines that I needed to get done. So I'm going to put 10 in here. So that has 170. So 10, 20, 50, and 100 is 170 with 100 of that already. 150 in the bank already. Cats is going to get €10 this week, and my cats are dying a slow death this week with the heat that we've had. They are, yeah, just doing nothing. They're going out under a bush into the shade, drinking lots of water. So yeah, they're enjoying it at the same time. They definitely prefer it more than the rain. So €10 gone in, so I swapped out a 10, and it should have 110. So 20, 40, 60, and 50 is 110. Clothing, I am going to put money in as well this week because I do want to just start building this back up. So clothing is going to get a 5. So it has 105 in clothing with 100 of that already in the bank. Home, I think I am going to put money in here as well. A fiver going in there. So that has €110, 5, 10, 100 with 100 of that in the bank already. And then haircut. So I did take out €30 during the week for a haircut. So that left me at 45. So I'm going to take another 5 this week. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and 50. So that is enough for one more haircut. And I think I will be getting one next month. So before I go away on a holiday. And then subscriptions is not going to get anything this week, but it has 5, 10, 15, 20. So it has 30 quid, which is fine. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. And I don't need anything at the moment. And then my house is going to get 25. But what I need to do is swap out that 50 for the 25. So that should have, and did I put in? Oh, I knew there was a 5 missing. 3,450. So 2,500, 3,000. 100, 300, 3,350, 450. So 3450 in house. And that is saving for a deposit for a house or whatever, any expense for a house. And that has 3,450 quid. And then books is going to get a fiver this week. So I got a fiver last week and I'm going to give it another fiver. So I am going to save up for potentially if I want to download any books on the Amazon Kindle because my Kindle came on Sunday. But I also realized there's actually loads of free books you can get for the Kindle on the Kindle store on Apple or on Amazon, I should say. So I mightn't even need to use this, but I will save. And if there's any books I do want to get, I will use them. So yeah, as I said, I did have money left over. So what have I got? 5, 10. I have 20 euro left over. So I'm going to leave that to the side. Let's leave it there. And well, not potentially, will bring that with me in the morning when I go to Manchester. So my spending over this week, 50 euro spending. And then let's roll a rock, paper, scissors dice. So I've got paper, so that's 15. And again, not sure. Let's go paper. Let's roll once more. That was not paper, that was scissors, which is 15 sugar bags. So that was not done. Let's roll once more. And I got paper. So I just need to undo that one. So that is what? 25 euro going into that challenge this week, which leaves me with 25 euro for the week, which again should be fine. Do you know what's been really annoying this week? So I decided to buy some Too Good To Go bags. I'm sure you've heard of them. And both times I ordered, it was what, 3.99, so that's like not expensive. But both times I ordered, the bags are cancelled because the store didn't have food, which is obviously fantastic that they're not wasting food. But I was looking forward to getting some like pastries on the cheap, you know. Anyway, on to travel tarot then. So for travel tarot, I give myself 20 quid for travel, and I am playing these tarot cards that are foiled. So let's mix them up, and depending on what I get in here is how much I am taking out of my travel fund for the week. So, oh, you fucker, that is 21. Which means I have no money for. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in there and I'm going to take a tenner out of my spending. And so, what I'm going to do is put in the 20. Sorry, I know what I'm doing in my head. So, my 20 for travel has gone in there. And I'm going to take a tenner out and a tenner from travel, which gives me 9 from travel. But also, in total, then I have what, 24 euro for the week with travel. That is less than planned, but at least that's one of the high, if not the highest. So 14, 2, 15, 17, 0. Can't wait to get that because that is me, the fool. 3, 5, 19, 6, 9, 5, 13, and 1. So yeah, that was the highest I could possibly get. So 21 euro. Going into travel tarot, and that one now hangs. I'm just going to right look in this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 8. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So that's 21. 31, 41, 51, 61, 71, and 50 is 1, 2, 1 in that challenge. So that is a lot of money in that one. Tenner Tuesday will be stuffed on Tuesday, as will Penny Thursday and Fiver Friday on their respective days. So I am on the lemon loot scratch off. So let's take out this and let's go for this one up here. And let's see what that is. So that is a tenner this week for lemon loot. And let's see if I can still find my little vacuum thingamajig, which is over here. Haven't used that in a while. So that is getting €10. And this one has 100, 20, 30, 40, 45. So 145 in lemon loot or any scratch off challenge that I'll do. Blocks then. So each part of these is worth a fiver. So I'm going to do two this week. So that is one going down there. And let's take this one and let's put that here. I mean, I probably could have done these better, but that is €10 going into blocks challenge, which now has, I also need to run this through a laminator again, but it's 10, 20, 30, 35, and 40. So 40 quid in blocks. And that again, budget with Ira. And then last but not least in this binder, I have the jelly bean jar. So with the jelly bean jar, I roll a multicolored dice. And depending on what it lands is what color the jelly bean is going to be colored in. So dark blue, sorry, blue is light blue, which is 10. So let's color in one of those. And let's roll once more. And I have the same again. So let's go. I don't want to have the same color touching. That's €20 going into the jelly bean jar. Now I might come back to this, but I might not. So jelly bean jar has by 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 120, 125 plus 50, so 100. Oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know where you were. My thing stopped. So I got two blues and yeah, sorry, I've had a bit of technical difficulties with this video. So I got two blues of the light color blue, and that's 10 each. So I put in 20, so it has 125. So this video is not playing ball. I feel like my life is a technical difficulty. Um, I don't know if it's like running out of battery or what is wrong with it, but let's keep going and hope for the best. Maybe not. I'm gonna pause and charge my phone. Okay, my phone is plugged in, and I hope it's not like the heat that's affecting it. I know Kay at Pounds of Potential is always like saying her phone and camera decides to go a bit mad when it is quite warm. So hopefully this is recording, and I don't know, I'm looking at it on the screen and it's like I'm moving my hands and it's not like moving in sync, but I hope it's working. If not, I don't know, I'll put some voiceover on this or I don't know, I'll put on thing. Anyway, what have I left? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 65, 75, 95. So passport to success. We're going to put in 10, which means I can finish off this and move on to it's here next week. So it's going to get a tenner. And with this one, 10, 15, 20, 30, and 50, I will potentially take some of this with me to Manchester. So we'll do that. And then travel fund is completed. Accommodation fund is going to get 20. So 250, 70, 90, 310, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 4, 410 in the accommodation fund now. So I can cross off two more of those in blue, which means I will have just three more left to do before that is done. And then that will be my accommodation fully funded for Lanzarote, which is amazing. So that's that done. London is going to stay where it is. Nothing. Trip fund, I'll actually put a fiver into. And these are being colored in orange, but it doesn't look orange. It looks red to me. Again, maybe it's just this Sharpie I have. But I know, again, Kay at Pounds of Potential says the same thing, that her orange looks like red and her red looks like orange. So I don't know. I'm kind of eager to get this video done now because I don't think it's recording properly. So let's go on to occasions, and I will put 5 into my mom, which means I can put that back to the back now and cross off another one of these flowers, which means this has 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 110, and 120. I think I wanted to save 150 for my mom, but I'll see where that goes to. And then the rest of that will be stuffed in time. Christmas, then I will do a roll of the dice. Let's see where I'm going. 14. That's the wrong dice. There isn't 14 days of Christmas. 3, which I am like nearly confident in saying has been completed, but let's just double check. 3 has been done. Did it last week. 5 is this one here. And 5 is Toasty Mittens, and that is getting a tenner. So I can pop in €10 there, and let's color in the last Toasty Mitten. And then that means that this one, one of the 12 days has been completed. So I can take the 50, should have 50 quid, and I can pop that into the front part of the envelope. So let's just double check. It should be 50, 10, 20, 25, 30, and 20 makes 50. So let's throw that into here. And this is completed. And then I can go back. It's 4 into this one. And let's do one more roll for Christmas. Alexa, I didn't even ask you for help. And this is. Shut up. Sorry, my Alexa's just talking to me for no reason. This is 250 a pudding, so I'll put in 5. Let's color in 2 more of these. And yeah, you can tell I am in a rush because, first of all, I feel like my camera's not working, and second of all, I am slowly but surely turning into a puddle because it is ridiculously warm. It's like 29 degrees right now, and it is 7:47 p.m. So yeah, okay, that has €15 in the 12 days of Christmas fund. So let's see what I have left to play with. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I think I'm going to put the €40. No, I'm not. I'm going to take 15 and I'm going to add it to like my Manchester money. 5, 10, 15. So €25 is going to go into challenge box, which means I can take off 5 and 20. So, and then that gives me 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35 going to Manchester on top of the money that I have in the passport to Cyprus. So there we go, another cash stuffing video. I will be back tomorrow because this is going up on Sunday. I'll be back tomorrow with my mini. No, I won't be back tomorrow. I'll be back on Tuesday with Tenor Tuesday. But thank you so much again, as always, for watching. Do leave a like, comment, subscribe, and look at that. There is 2, 4, 6 more to do on this one. I'll also, in my next video as well, I'll let you know the happy mail that I got because I'll be picking it up when I get to Manchester. But thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.